Hi, and welcome to SimpleSpiritualityPH. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Regine. I am an intuitive tarot reader, I'm a Reiki healer, and an overall light worker. And before we dive into today's episode, I would like to invite everyone who would like to receive notifications of my new videos to please hit the subscribe button below. If you like this video later on, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, you want to say hey, just comment down below. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now of course, well here are the details. Alrighty, so let's get to the meat of the video. But first, please let me just take a sip of coffee. I love coffee. Anyway, let me first preface this video by saying that I am not a manifestation coach. I am not a law of attraction coach, but I am a conscious manifester. I actually have my own manifestation coach who I go to for help, and she's amazing. And so I am first and foremost an intuitive claircognizant, and so I am probably more versed in the spiritual side of things more than anything in this video. But this is a very interesting video for me to make because I have been noticing that a lot more people have been asking me about this, especially my clients. Me being a conscious manifester, I incorporate manifesting and the law of assumption, the law of attraction, scrap that. I incorporate manifesting, that's the word that I was looking for. I incorporate manifesting into my spiritual consulting, into my tarot readings, into my Reiki healings. First and foremost, when I do tarot readings, I do it from the perspective of everything that the cards will show me are just current energy. I will never tell you what your future is because only you can create that. Only you can make that. And whatever you hear from my tarot reading will always be current. And that is why I also always ask my clients, well, what do you want to achieve? Where do you want to go to? And then from there, we look at one of the ways that you can possibly, one of the ways that can help you to go in that direction that you want to. So that's out of the way. Now, whenever I do spiritual consultations and Reiki healing sessions, during the processing part, or not really the processing part, during the post-Reiki assessment or during the spiritual assessment, the spiritual consultation, I also use manifesting 100%. I incorporate manifesting 100% in the in the goals of my clients and whatever they want to achieve and whatever they want to fix or heal or address in their life. So I use manifesting not just to get the things that I want or to experience the life that I want, but to help my clients as well. Now, that being said, I have been manifesting for quite some time now. Of course, the first couple of years, of course I did it wrong, as most of us do. We get it all wrong a lot of times when we're rookies, you know. And it's only really now that I've started to truly understand what it takes to manifest correctly and precisely and quickly all the time, and it's amazing. But anyway, I digress, because the meat of the video is really what the similarities are between spirituality and manifesting. So today we're just kind of going to look at all the similarities, some of the similarities, and we're going to look at the interconnectivity, how they kind of like come together to support one another. So that's kind of cool. Now, the first off the bat, one of the biggest similarities that I've seen and experienced when it comes to spirituality and manifesting is that it's all largely about energy. You know, in spirituality, everything is energy. We always refer to everything as having its own signature energy, and that's true. And then when we go to manifesting, we know that everything is also energy, because when you intend something, the actual act of intending something was energy. Your actual intention is a kind of energy that is expressed in your mind or in a mental thought, right? Emotions are a kind of energy. And so they really go hand in hand in a way that both spirituality and manifesting put energy on the forefront, you know. Now, the second major similarity that I see between the two is that everything is interconnected. And this is perhaps one of the biggest, most important things there is. I know in my experience, it was very difficult to me at first to figure out that everything was connected. Or rather, when I found Neville Goddard, it was kind of difficult for me to get the topic of, or not the topic, to get the everyone is you pushed out concept that he explained. And it wasn't only until I dove in fully into spirituality that I understood that, yes, he's right, everything is interconnected. There is no there is no other in spirituality. There is no someone else doing this, someone else doing that to me. There's no this thing happened to me and I'm a victim of it. There's none of that stuff in it because everything is interconnected. Your energy was the thing that sparked all the reactions of all the situations and all the animals and all the things that has ever happened to you. And that is what Neville Goddard calls in manifesting as everyone is you pushed out, wherein your feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and whatever you're focusing on is what you're going to get. You know, what you believe about yourself, what you focus on about yourself, what you feel, think, believe, focus on about yourself and the other person or the other situation. What you expect from yourself, what you expect of yourself, and what you expect of other people and other situations are what show up to you. And it's true because there is no separation. Everything is interconnected in spirituality, everything and everyone. You are not separate from the other person, from the animal, from your pet, from your objects. Nothing is separate from you. And it is the exact same thing in manifesting. And this is what, this may be difficult to grasp, but trust me, just find Neville Goddard, look up Everyone Is You Pushed Out, and you will really, really notice that in the different areas of your life. You know, if you haven't already considered conscious manifesting, maybe now is the time to try it. Especially now that you're in the vicinity of spirituality, all the concepts will just come to you much, much faster that way. So yeah, that's actually, I should have put that first because that is the biggest similarity between them, is that there is no other, there is no separation. You can't even, it just doesn't exist, you know, it just doesn't exist. There's no separation in it. Now, the third thing that I noticed, the similarity, and this is also from Neville Goddard. This guy had it down to a T, actually, when it comes to manifesting. But so did Dr. Joseph Murphy and, of course, Abdullah. But basically, when it comes to both spirituality and manifesting, they both also advocate the mental diet. And that is, the purpose for this is when it comes to spirituality, we're all about balance here when it comes to spirituality. The whole point of spirituality is that whenever something negative happens or whenever something throws you off course, you're still good. You still have it within you to say that this is one snapshot at one point in time and it's not going to be there forever. But it can be peaceful whenever it happens, whenever it shows up, whenever this shit happens, whenever this stuff happens, right? And when it comes to manifesting, this is probably what most people will recognize as ignoring the circumstances, that no matter what happens, even if the complete opposite of what you're manifesting shows up, you're good. You know that that's not the end point. You know that it's still the road. It's not the actual goal itself. And it's the same thing here in spirituality. Spirituality is saying, whatever happens, you know that that negative thing, if a negative thing happens to you, you know that that's not the end point. And you know that you should be in balance because you have all the tools to do it. You know, you can go to Reiki, you can have crystals to make you feel better. We even have all these different techniques. We have the havening from Paul McKenna. We have emotional freedom tapping. We have meditations to make us feel better. You know, we have pranic healing, again, Reiki healing. We have crystal healing. We can smudge ourselves to feel better. But the goal is basically to recognize that whatever throws you off course is not the goal. And the goal is still within reach, even if that does happen. And you can find peace within that. The cultivation of that peace during a turbulent time is a large pillar, or is a large occurrence rather, for spirituality. It is the exact same thing when it comes to manifesting. Whatever throws you off, whatever the current circumstances, even if you don't see movement right now, if the exact opposite of what you've been manifesting has happened, you know, that's the road. That's not your manifestation. It is simply a bump in the road. It's simply something just happened and nothing more. And then you just keep moving forward towards your destination. Similar here, you just keep living. You know, you just keep going and going. You just keep going and going, and you keep on your track, not letting that affect you, not letting whatever negativity that happened here affect you. So it is the exact same thing. It's all about the balance. It's all about ignoring that circumstance and knowing how to keep a mental diet. Now, that's the fourth thing. In both schools of thought, there is actually what you call a mental diet. In spirituality, you always want to improve yourself. It's all about improving yourself to the point that you can achieve a sense of peace and trust and knowing that everything that you want is available to you, because there's no separation. Whatever negative thing that happens is still the road. You know, it's not your goal, actually. So a lot of people confuse it for that. And that it shouldn't alter you in a way that makes you think negatively. You know, if you're deep into your spirituality, then you know that you're anchored and rooted in what can be, what the possibilities are. Because in spirituality, you are infinite. There is nothing that can limit you. It is the same thing with manifesting. Even though you know that you do get bad days, even though you know that sometimes things might take long, it shouldn't affect what you're feeling and thinking. You know, both your head and your heart. You're still able to keep that peace. You're still able to go forward, move forward. You're still able to keep on manifesting and know that, again, this is just the road. It is not the manifestation yet. It is just the journey. So you're not really at your destination just yet. You're just going and going, okay? So yeah, I know I've rambled on, and I actually don't remember the first thing that I said, but you can just replay the entire video again to look at all the similarities. But if you do want a more compressed, not really compressed, but if you do want a better, more cohesive, more coherent kind of look into this, I will make a blog entry about it, and maybe in the future I'll do like little pieces of it. Maybe I'll do like mini videos of it as well. But yeah, so this is kind of like the starter video of what the similarities are between spirituality and manifesting, and how they really go together and how they intersect, so to speak. So yeah, I hope this video was pretty cool for you. I hope it was insightful. I hope it helped you. And if you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or suggestions, you want to say hey, just comment down below. If you would like to receive notifications of my new videos, please hit the subscribe button below over there. And if you would like to have your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now course, well, here are the details. And I will see you guys next time. Stay happy, stay healthy, and ciao for now.